In the mid-19th century, a man in Vienna was starting a revolution in medicine by washing hands in delivery rooms. The other was on the verge of another revolution in medicine, solving the mystery of water pumps on the streets of London. Two doctors, two devastating epidemics, two revolutionary discoveries. Which one saved more lives? Let's watch together and find out. 1847 Vienna. Screams echo through hospital corridors. Every day, hundreds of mothers die from a mysterious fever after childbirth. Childbed fever. With an 18% death rate, it's every mother's greatest fear. No one knows the cause. This mysterious disease ravages all of Europe. In the midst of this chaos stands a young Hungarian physician, Ignaz Semmelweis. His sharp eyes are about to notice something that will change the course of science. The story begins in 1818, a child born in the heart of Budapest. His family wants him to become a lawyer, but fate has other plans. Young Ignaz begins studying law, but he feels restless in class. His heart beats for something else, saving people. The calling in his heart is too strong. 1844. He graduates from the University of Vienna, now a doctor. He chooses gynecology as his specialty. He begins his work at Vienna General Hospital. Vienna General Hospital has a mystery. There are two maternity clinics, but only one has horrifyingly high death rates. Why? Semmelweis becomes obsessed with this question. The first clinic is where doctors train. The second clinic is where midwives work. Semmelweis observes for days. He keeps records. He studies the numbers. The truth is horrifying. The statistics are clear. 18% deaths in the first clinic, only 2% in the second, almost 10 times the difference. How is this possible? Same hospital, same conditions. Semmelweis eliminates every theory one by one. Ventilation? No. Food? No. Overcrowding? No. Then he realizes the only difference. Doctors perform autopsies, midwives don't. 1847. A tragic event will change everything. His doctor friend Jakob Kolechka gets accidentally injured during an autopsy. A student's scalpel pierces his finger. Jakob Kolechka dies days later. Blood poisoning. Semmelweis reads his friend's autopsy report. Shock. The symptoms are exactly the same as childbed fever. Eureka moment. Doctors go to deliveries without washing their hands after autopsies. Cadaver particles remain on their hands. Then they spread to pregnant women. Infection. Doctors unknowingly carry death. Terrible truth. The solution is simple but revolutionary. Chlorinated lime solution. Semmelweis knows this substance completely eliminates the cadaver smell. If the smell goes, the poisonous particles go too. First trial. Semmelweis places a basin at the corridor entrance. Inside, chlorinated water. Everyone coming from autopsies passes through here. No one enters the delivery room without washing hands. Orders are absolute. May 1847. History is made. The hand-washing protocol begins. First days, first weeks. Semmelweis anxiously awaits the numbers. Is there hope? June, death rate 2.2%. July, 1.2%. August, 1.9%. Incredible drop. The miracle happens. Mothers are saved. For 2 months, the mortality rate is 0. No mothers are lost. This is a first in hospital history. Hundreds of lives are saved. Semmelweis is a hero. Science achieves a wonderful victory. 1861. Semmelweis publishes his great work, The Etiology, Concept, and Prophylaxis of Childbed Fever. He sends his book throughout Europe. Will his writings be accepted? But a great shock. The medical community rejects the book. In this era, before microbes are discovered, hand-washing theory seems absurd. Attacks on Semmelweis begin. Semmelweis collapses. He falls into depression. He wanders Vienna's streets alone. He stops young couples. Tell your doctor to wash their hands when your baby comes, he says. He begs everyone. 1865. During an intervention, his finger becomes infected. Sepsis begins. At 47, he dies in Vienna's mental asylum. The world loses a genius. But the story doesn't end here. Louis Pasteur's germ theory changes everything. Semmelweis is proven right. The whole world now understands. His name is written in golden letters in history. Because Ignaz Semmelweis said, hands must be washed. Millions of people are alive today. The real heroes are those who defend the truth even when rejected. What they did is never forgotten. Around the same time, a similar story was unfolding in England. Let's discover it together and explore this fascinating tale. 1854, London. The Soho district has become a nightmare. Cholera, the mysterious Blue Death. People writhe in the streets. Hundreds die daily. 127 people die in 3 days. 616 deaths in 1 week. Most live around Broad Street. Everyone panics and flees the city. But there's a doctor living in Soho. His name is John Snow. Calm, analytical, determined. He doesn't flee. Instead, he walks straight into this chaos because he has a theory, an incredible theory. The story begins in 1813. In the city of York, a poor worker's family welcomes their first child, John Snow. He's the eldest of 9 siblings. His father works at a coal depot. Their neighborhood is York's poorest district, by the river, under flood threat, dirty streets, diseases everywhere. But young John observes, learns, and dreams. At 14, he becomes apprenticed to surgeon William Hardcastle. He witnesses his first cholera epidemic. People die in coal mining villages. This experience will change him forever. At 23, he moves to London. He begins medical studies. In 1844, he graduates from the University of London. Now he's Dr. Snow. His dreams have come true. Snow is a vegetarian. He drinks no alcohol and never gambles. A life dedicated solely to science. He opens a pharmacy in Soho, studies ether and chloroform, revolutionizes anesthesia. 1853. Queen Victoria is about to give birth to her 8th child. Snow is summoned. For the first time in history, chloroform anesthesia is used in a royal birth. Queen Victoria describes this experience as soothing, quiet, and extremely delightful. The birth is successful. In 1857, he's called again for Princess Beatrice's birth. But Snow's real obsession is cholera. In 1849, he publishes an article on the mode of communication of cholera. Nobody believes him. Everyone believes the traditional airborne transmission theory. Snow thinks differently. If air transmitted it, slaughterhouse workers should be first to fall ill. But they're healthy. It must be water, he says, contaminated water. This is revolutionary thinking. August 31st, 1854. The cholera outbreak begins in Soho. Snow immediately takes action. He gets a map, collects death addresses, visits every house. He draws thick black lines on the map. Each line represents a death. The deaths cluster around one water pump, the Broad Street pump. The ghost map is complete. Now he has proof. Snow digs deeper. He interviews distant sick residents. All carried water from Broad Street. Brewery workers with own wells stayed healthy. September 8, 1854. Snow meets with local authorities. He presents his evidence, the incredible map, statistics, testimonies. The officials are convinced. Workers remove the Broad Street pump. No one can drink from this water anymore. The crowd gathers. Some are angry, but Snow insists. He completes his historic intervention. Then the truth emerges. A crack is found in an old cesspit next to the pump. A baby's dirty diapers were washed there, and cholera bacteria contaminated the water. The epidemic stops. Deaths decrease. New cases end and Snow is proven right. Modern epidemiology's foundation is laid here. Science has triumphed over death. 1855. Snow publishes his expanded book, On the Mode of Communication of Cholera, 2nd edition. He adds the Broad Street investigation to the book. His work gains acceptance. London renovates its sewage system. All of Europe builds clean water systems. These changes save millions of lives. June 16, 1858. John Snow dies at 45 in London from kidney failure, but his legacy will live forever. Father of modern epidemiology, pioneer of data science, statistical mapping, waterborne disease theory, revolutionary in anesthesia, John Snow's legacy changed medical history forever. Today, there's a John Snow Memorial on Broad Street. In 2003, he was voted the greatest doctor of all time. He left an inspiring legacy deserving eternal respect. Which story do you think is more impressive? We're waiting for your comments and subscription to our channel. If you enjoyed this video, you can also watch the same video or similar content in different languages. You can find the access links to our channels, which we broadcast in English, German, Spanish, French, and Turkish, in the description area.